All right, welcome on board, everybody. Engineer David is my name. Welcome to uh, day two of project management analytics, performance management systems, and project reporting. So today, I'll be teaching us pretty much how to create this, as highlighted, how to create this performance management system. I'll be teaching us how to create it. So let's just go straight to practical. P6. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, not that clear.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. I hope you are familiar with this on my screen. Hello, house. I hope we are all familiar with this on my screen right now.
Yes.
Okay. So when I'm done, once
And you
we
promised to give us the final screen
hold on
yesterday.
now, hold on. I say once I'm done, I will give everything. Once I'm done with the
Hmm.
class, I will bring
Hmm.
this raw file and also the ones I will produce. Will be creating now. I'll give everything
No.
out. You upload the raw show. How about okay? So just look out for this. We want to create our performance management system, that's PMS or progress monitoring system. So we have our ID, activity ID, we have our activity name, we have our original duration. I will remove this remaining duration. I will leave our stats. I will leave the finish. I will remove this total floats. I will leave the schedule complete. Then I will add some other things, baseline stats and baseline finish. So how do I do that? Um, I'll click on then column. Okay, this is what we have right now. So let me look for find base baseline stats. Let me find of months is coming. Global list BL. This is it. Project baseline. I'm gonna add this baseline. Before then, let me move this down. So baseline starts and baseline finish. So I'll look for baseline starts, BL starts, BL. Here it is. Okay, okay. Alright, let me complete. Then I'll remove this total float. Then remaining duration, remove it. ID, activity name, original duration, ID, activity name, original duration, baseline starts, baseline finish, baseline complete. Okay, so I'm good. Then I'll apply, then okay. So what I gotta do right now is to come to my edit, select all, then copy, Control C. This is just the easy way I do my extraction of data. Then I go to Excel, empty sheet, and I paste. Okay, once I paste, Control A. Okay, all right. Okay, so let me just percent complete. Let me just delete the percent complete. Percent complete. Okay. So the work I've started, oh, sure you seen it. So the next thing to do now is to add up something. Let me add up here. Manawa. Add up here. Wait. Maybe G T. Wait C. Let me use capital letter. Let me use capital letter. Then I need to remove something here. Okay. Okay, what next again to add up? Let me add up my decimal rep. Please mute your mic. Mute your mic, please. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Decimal rep. And the next one here should be cumulative actual. Actual. On this, this is the BBS. Do this. Okay. Let me just start designing it right now. Let me take this. So this is WBS. So this is another WBS. This one is WBS. This is how I'll be doing it one after the other. I just want it to be clear to you people. That's why I had to just come up with these formats so you can understand the process. Okay, so this is done. The next thing to do, let me do something. Different size. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, let me also change this to capital letter. I'm coming. Coming. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me do something. Okay. Let me leave that. Leave that. Leave that. Okay. Let me change this. Maybe. So let's go see. Let's go see. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I hope my metrics are complete. Let me still use the same. Only 14. Okay. So this decimal, that's decimal representation. That's what it means. Decimal. Okay. Okay. All right. So what am I to do now? We'll now start our calculation. This is percent complete. Percentage. Okay. Middle. Middle. Let me just make everything middle. Okay. Yeah. Except this. This. Okay. So we are good. We now start our calculation. Start calculating step by step. Our manual. Let me use this. Fixing. Okay. Let me accept somebody. Okay. Okay. Let me still color it. Let me still color it. So I know the reason I'm doing it gradually so you can pick. Otherwise, I would have just do the way I want to do it. But I just need to do it this way so at least you can watch through and follow line by line. You know. Okay. Yeah. Let me do this here. Activity. So that's an activity. The reason why I added these days for the WBS, I had to add the days, but the activities I left it that way like that. I left the activity that way without touching it. Okay, I think I'm good with this. Let me check if there's no error. Okay, okay. So calculation. Okay, so I move this one. This one. I'll start from here. What I'm supposed to even do self is to okay. Wait, let me just leave it this way. Let me just leave it this way. So we started from dimension. Okay. So manawa so duration times 8 hours. Do you understand? Now I want to work on manawa. Hello house. Hello house.
Yes, sir.
So I want to work on manawa.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't even ask me how do I got that 240.
I see you multiply the 30 by 8.
Okay, good.
I
Ah,
wanted to get where did you get the 8 from? 8 hours per day.
yes, 8 hours per day.
Okay.
So I'll do the same to every other. Let me just quickly so that I can be able to. Well, I can be able to later on. I will. Let me quickly just add all this. Later on, I'll be able to cut it off so that you guys can flow through. Okay, what is my yellow? Enter. Okay. So I'll do the same all through. That's that for that. Then let me work on my weights. My weights. Also, coming. Okay, so let me just sum up this first of all. Push this down. Good. So then I'll sum up this. This is manual. Then is divided by use this with then F4. Any question? Any question? Any question? Okay. So this is just notes. Then so one two then decimal coming. So here equal to this divided by so complete is this that's not right. Sorry, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be multiply. Sorry. Okay. So to the same and true and then to and also divided by percent. Yes. Okay. So what is now awesome. Okay. Let me first of all see. So this one's okay. The globals. This is small. This one is a cumulative actual. Okay. So okay. Let's see. We have about let me just test it. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Okay. Since Okay, we don't have anything. Zero. So, oh, something's wrong. Sorry. Okay. So, percentage, 100%. Okay. This is good. This is our man hour. This is our weight. Weight for each. This weight for each activity. This is the weight. Then this is the decimal representation as regards to the activity. Then this is the cumulative actual as regards to the activity. This one we're having this div here. Let me see. Okay, it's zero. This one we're having that div because we don't have anything there as tied to the duration because this is the project closes the finish milestone with zero duration. The same thing likewise the execution, which is execution is the start milestone. So zero duration. That's why you're seeing this zero, this div here. But however, looking at it, it's complete. That means if this particular activity is, let's say, 50%, is our overall 60% and 96%. Let me make it double. Sorry. Okay, 96.48%. All right. So let's put there 50. To check if your PMS is working, you have to rate everything 100% to see if it's working. That's the best way to see if it's working. So let's say site activity has been reported, and the first activity, which is project planning, we have about 50% complete. Then the execution, we've already started execution. Well, I will leave the execution at well, I'll just leave it at 100% because it doesn't have any effect because it's a milestone. It's a milestone activity. Likewise the project closeout, which is also a milestone activity, doesn't have any effect. As after these activities, the rest of the activities, whatever I add will be automating because we don't have any other milestone activity aside the execution and the closeout, right? So that's just that. So just let me just paint this. Let me just paint it because of milestone activity. So let me just do the same. Okay. So let me leave that. So now our next focus is just the way I did this. Just the way I did this. Just the way I did this. All this percent complete. What you'll be working on with is this percent complete. Whatever you get from the site activity as in real time, you add it. If it is 20%, you add 20% here. But you have to tie everything with formula first of all, so that it will be very, very easy. Once you program everything like this, so once you start entering your percent complete to be automating, right? Let's say I put 100%. Just watch this. This is the overall. Then 100%. See that now it's 100% complete. So the wait for um the wait for project planning, which is about 30 days, that is the wait is 0.007. That's the wait for that deliverable. Likewise, this other one, control, project control, 0.9 0.93. That's the wait for this. That's just how it is. So let me just see further down again. Let's see further down again. Let's see. Okay, let me build it. So that's the same thing that I did here. I will do for others also. So let me come here. Um, equal to multiply the days times 8 hours in a day. 4. So that's how it is. Then you multiply all through, you get this. So you agree with me, if 8 times 5 is 40. Then let me push this down a bit. Okay, push it down, then color it so that I can do my sum up equal to sum, then sum up everything. This is my total man hour for this activity, which is 14 days, 112, right? Which is 14 days in total, 112. So if you calculate it here, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5, as what next here? I will just this divided by the overall gives me this. Then then F4. Put your F4. That's your dollar sign. Okay. Then I'll sum up again. It must be one. It must be one. That means 100. It must be one. Okay. Okay, so I'll come here. Same thing I did here. That's gonna be there. Good. And the next thing to do again is to calculate this aspects just like this. Right, this divided by this. So, so this divided by incomplete ratio is divided by incomplete. Sorry, it's not divide, it's multiply. So is multiply by percent complete. Because it's decimal rep. You are multiplying two percentage, you know, together. So let me push. Okay, then you sum up together. together. Then this also is divided by is equal to is divided by is. Let me leave it the percentage to decimal. This is divided by is equal to is divided by let's give me that leave it percentage. Okay. So to test if this thing is correct, that means everything need to be 100%. We need to have our 100% in this bar to check this our cumulative actual percent. So it need to be 100%. That means we put our input our whatever we get from the side. If it is 50%, we put 50%. If it is 30%, we put 30%. If 100%, 100%, 100%. Sorry, it's a mistake. Okay, 100%, 100%. Then we come here 100%. Check this. Look at the take a look at this very very well, especially this uh total 100%. Then we put 100%. You see now that it's 100% complete. That's how you begin to measure the activities, right? Just keep measuring them. Let me do for come here. Let me do for this other one. So multiply 2 days times 8 hours. If it's 10 hours, if your site activity takes your resource personnel 10 hours, you put it there. Just put let it be according to what is happening in the site. If it is 10 hours per day you're using, fine. If it is 8 hours per day you're using, fine. Just like that, multiply by that duration. That is just what I did here, and then you go to sum up. Oh, was something I'm supposed to do. Sorry, I'm supposed to push this guy down. Okay, okay. So this divided by pata pata pata. So from here must be one. Must be one in percentage. It's 100%. It must be one. So let's say if I want to convert to percentage now, just look at for instance, it must be 100%. You see that? So let's go back. It must be one. If it's not one, there's something wrong. So is multiplied by percent complete is divided by okay. Then sum up. Let me make this to decimal. Okay. in this and then this divided by this divided by this, so equal to this guy divided by this guy. Let me make it to decimal. Okay, so here is this guy divided by this guy. So the same thing happens here. If I put 100%, sorry, 100% complete, let's say that activity is 100% complete. Let me convert this to percentage and then to decimal. Okay. So we put here 100% also 100% complete. Let's say the activity we have completed it 100%. You see, you agree with me that our cumulative percent complete now is 100. 100. Right? Just tie to this. Just tie to that. So this is just the way, no other way again. No. That was in the day. Get the 8 hours. Then, okay, let me push this guy down, down. Okay, then sum up this guy. So our man hour is set. That means to say 288 man hours. That's what we use to. That's what will be used to complete. I mean, 36 days activities. That's 266 man hours. All right, that's what it means. 288 man hours. Then we come here also the same thing. Is divided by this. And from here equal to sum. This. Okay. Okay. So if I do the same thing here, also let's say 100% complete, convert this to percentage. 100% complete, convert this to percentage. Sorry, not percentage, to decimal. Okay, this to percentage, 100%, and this to decimal. Okay, then we still have more. We still have more to do. Something happens here. Sorry, I have to shift this guy so that I'm not distracted. Two decimal. One decimal. I'm supposed to leave this in percentage. So add 100% to test if it's working. See that it's working. Everything should rhyme to be 100%. So that means it's working. Any question? Any question?
Okay, thank you, so sir.
Okay.
I see that at the end we just assume we are assuming by making this other column 100%. That's on the assumption that okay, the whole project is completed. Am I correct, please?
From which column?
This one, the sorry, percentage complete.
Yes. If you
Okay,
it is, that percent complete is based on the site activity. If your activity is 50%, you add 50%. If it's ten
okay,
percent, you add it 10%. Like this PMS, this progress measuring system, it does not lie. Except you are lying on the field. You are lying that okay, this activity is 10%. Why is not 10%? But you see this progress measurement, it is as real as it doesn't lie. You know data doesn't never lie. That's just what it is. Your data can never tell you lie, except you are trying to
okay,
manipulate it. Do you understand?
okay. Mm-hmm.
So you after you this is an application. You build it. You create the formulas to make sure that everything is functional. So whenever you put your percent complete here, even if it's 10% complete, you should be able to know this thing is 10%. If you put your that's it. Whenever you put your 10% complete, you'll be able to capture it. Put your 2% complete to capture it. So let me just finish
Okay.
it because I need to design this worksheet, and once I design it, If there's any question, I will still answer it. Then I'll send to you people maybe after the class tomorrow.
No
After
problem.
tomorrow class where I'll use this to create SCOF. Then I can be able to send it to you people.
No problem. Thank
Mm.
you.
All right. So the same thing, likewise what we did here. It's so just a bit. Should make this one to decimal. Make it to decimal. Okay. You miss it in this aspect, you have missed it too. So everything need to be synchronized. Your formula need to be correct. Everything you're doing you need to be correct. So once everything is 100% complete, you can now loosen everything, lose the percent complete, then start applying whatever you have in your site, whatever you have in your site activity, you start adding it one by one, one by one, one by one. We do this, this this one. Let me first of all finish everything before I can tie them back again. Okay. So that 8, if it is 10 hours that you normally use in your site, you can add, but 8 is because that's global time. 8 hours in a day. That's you work 8 hours in a day, not 24 hours. Make it just one decimal. Okay, two decimals. Okay, two decimals. Okay. 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 Still have okay. Just not much anymore. Okay, here we have the I think okay, second to the last. Okay, the last but not the least. So, okay. 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 So let me just beautify this thing. Let me beautify it by adding okay. It's good. Okay. Okay. Let me just beautify it. Just make it beautiful. Okay. What else again should I do? Okay. Insert a space. What's the title of the project again? Let me see. Ultra modern. Let me go back to WBS to copy it. Before. Oh, it's too big. It's too big. Okay. So this is just what it is. Um, shift personas. Okay, let me just leave it this way. Office 2. Map it. Okay. Don't mind me, I like designing my things, so I like designing my things. Okay. So that's it's just what it is. Okay, let me just calculate the overall. Let me just quickly overall. Yes. Progress. Like I said, I like designing my things, so it's, okay. Oh, this should be okay. just leave it. It's- Let me just leave it that way. That way. Okay. Take note though. Okay. Let's convert it to percentage. So zero. Let me just leave it as well. So leave this at okay. Okay, it's good. Okay. So I'm done with it. So if you want to assume that if they ask you what is the overall percent complete in all these activities, remember most of them we added 100%. These ones are 100% complete already. That means this package alone is 100% complete. You cannot tell your project manager that this particular activities, there's site clearance and grading, demolition, excavation and earthwork, utilities and infrastructure are all 100% complete based on what you have here, right? Or based on what you have here, that's cumulatively. Let me remove this one. So that's how you report your site activity. Let me remove this one. Let me just design this thing so that it be very. You can use this as your template if you want to control your project. You can use as serve as a template for you. Okay, let me just do this quickly. Um, done. Yes. Okay. 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 So this is how you report your project in real time. So let me just quickly, because to check if this application is working, this if I complete every 100, if I add every percent complete 100%, this overall is supposed to be 100% complete. So let's do it to see if it's not 100% complete. There's something wrong. So let's try and see. So we've done all this side 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Let's try and check. Let's try and check. It's not 100% complete. There is something wrong. So just take note of this. It must be 100% complete. It must be 100% complete. So this is just the application, your progress measurement system. This is what you use to measure your progress. So let's see. You see now. Hello, house.
Yes, can hear you.
Okay. Are you enjoying the tutorial?
Yes, so please do me a favor. Can you put your click on the overall percent? I want to see the formula that came in there.
I'm coming.
Okay, thank you.
This is it. Once I sent it, once I send you the documents, you can be able to view to see what I did there. But this is what I
Mm-hmm.
did. Yeah. This is just what it is.
Why did we divide by 10, sir? Please.
How many WBS do we have there? Calculate your WBS from your different pieces.
Okay.
How many WBS do we have?
You never gave me. I know. See, I never get her.
Didn't I give you the
The
documents?
from our
I gave you the
the
document
other
now.
one, right? From our
Yes,
previous class,
yes. I
right?
mean, yeah. You
Yeah, from
calculate
our previous class. Okay, okay,
calculate
okay.
it based
Okay.
on what you have here. This is one. This is a look at it here. This is one work package. This is two work package. This is three work package. This is four work package. This is five work package. This is six. This is seven. This is eight. This is nine. And this is 10 work package. Divide by 10. When you sum up everything, you divide it by 10.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, okay. So there's no need. Okay, so let me bend everything together. Where is this data? Supposed to be data. Where is this stuff? Number four. Okay, good. Then sync is so guys, I'm done. Any question? This is how to build your progress measurements. This is how to build your progress measurements. So tomorrow we will learn how to build the S curve from this same data. Learn how to build our S curve. So this is how to build our progress measurements. This is just how to go about it. So that brings me to the end of today's class. Any question? By tomorrow, at the end of this class, I should be able to share this document with you people. Any question?
Mm. It looks beautiful. Eh?
Look beautiful, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is your data. What you extracted from your PCs. You can decide to do importing. Where is this?
Mm-hmm.
You can decide to import. Where is it?
Import to Excel.
Yeah, but I don't do that. I don't do that way. You can decide to import your data. Okay, from this you can decide to sorry export. I mean to say you can decide to export it right to Excel.
Import it.
You can is exporting. You can decide to, but I what I like doing is just to
Okay.
copy and then go to my Excel, paste and start the same data that is here. What we have here is what we have in what is um listed in this Excel sheet to take notes. The same thing. What you now be looking at is your baseline stats. Your
We
baseline,
only analyze here on Excel.
sorry.
I said we only now analyze further on Excel.
Yes, that's just what it is. So your baseline stats remains when you actually start the project. This project baseline starts. This is when you intend to start, which is starting. So whenever you start this activity, that's when you now change. You have that you know that privilege to now change it. That's why I had to create this stats and project baseline so that you can be able to know the variance, the difference if you are running behind schedule, you're able to know that, oh, see, we're supposed to start so time. This is when you now know the time that has been wasted. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That's the essence of putting these baseline stats for you, and also this baseline finish. When you actually start it, should be that starts when you actually finish. Or let me just put it actual stats. So that you understand. Let me just leave it at actual stats. Then actual finish. Okay.
So can we say baseline start was the expected as planned the day you would have started,
Yes,
but
yes.
actually you didn't start that day.
Yeah.
You delayed by maybe 1 or 2 days.
Yes.
Then now
That's
becomes that your that one become your actual start date.
yes, that's it. That's just what it is. That's why I had to keep it baseline start and actual start. So if you want to now see the difference
Okay.
why you are lagging behind, you need to tell, okay, this is
Because it's
sorry,
because it,
come now. Whatever say what you want to say, please. Hello? Go
because
ahead. Go ahead.
on our Primavera, yes, I said on our Primavera planning, we didn't have actual start and actual finish there.
That's why you have to add it here. Actual start. It does is identified as starts and finish. So you have to put the actual start when you actually started that activity. Different from the baseline start date. Your start date is
That's
different from your baseline start date.
okay.
You just know that when you started is different from the baseline. Do you understand? So the baseline is just
Yes, sir.
to compare. It's a copy. That's the original schedule. But because projects are unique, some certain things can come up that will delay the project, that
Yes.
will delay some activities. That's why you have that baseline start as a record.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You're able to trace, okay, this is when we're supposed to
Okay.
start this
Yeah.
activity. That's why I have it there. Then actual starts is when that
But let me
actually
ask another.
started.
I have a question, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Let me ask like this, sir. Is it wrong in project if I have my baseline start to be 30th of May, but things work faster for me, and now come and start earlier than 30th of May? Is it an offense?
You can't
Is it acceptable in project?
it's not acceptable. Whatever you have, your so baseline is your roadmap. Your baseline is your roadmap. You cannot start
Okay.
before your baseline. You can't start before your baseline. You have to start within or
Okay.
after. I don't know, within your baseline. So as you created
Okay.
the schedule, you start that time or after that baseline, not before that baseline. Except if you've started, then you take note of it. When you create your schedule, you push the date back to that actual time you started. Do you understand? But you have your baseline plan. This is a baseline. This is
Okay. But you
the copy of
but you
your
cannot
project.
you can finish the project. Okay, can you let me take it to finishing now? Can you, if our baseline finishing date is today, there's no offense if we finish yesterday. Is there any offense?
If
Must it
your
be after?
if your
Can it be
baseline
before,
if your baseline
during,
is
finishing?
hold on, engineer. If your baseline is today, your baseline is your copy of your program now. What are you saying? I've explained baseline. Baseline is
Uh-huh.
your copy of is your roadmap. So you must not go beyond you. Is your
I
roadmap, is
know,
what you're looking
get
at.
me, get me, sir.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be the way it happens out there in the world. For example, you call a bricklayer today, and he tell you, "Oh, God, will be ready next week Friday." But all of a sudden, he calls you on Tuesday and say, "Oh, God, I'm ready." And
When
because we are not practicing,
when
let
was
me
that
say,
when was it planned?
paperwork project management,
Hold on. When was it planned? You have to look at
it
when
is
is that activity planned.
okay.
When it is planned, that means you plan a particular thing to achieve a particular activity. Once you've planned it, you now call your bricklayer come. When are you ready? If you've planned it, okay. At least want to start 2 days or 3 days, and you've already prepared baseline today. The man now told you, okay, fine, you come one day before that day. No problem, you are still in line. But it cannot come before your plan now. You can't start your work before your plan. You have to plan before you start work. Otherwise, you fail. Plan before you start, not start before planning. What you're saying now is starting before you plan. You will fail. So you have to plan.
No, 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 no,
Your planning.
no, 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 no. You didn't get me. We have planned.
Okay,
This planning has been done. That okay, we're going to start next week Friday, for
okay,
example.
okay.
As it happens in the lay world where we are not following paperwork like this, we are planned we'll start next week Friday, for example. That's because the bricklayer, for example, told you he will come and it can be available next week Friday to start. Yes, you are planned like this. But all of a sudden, he calls you and says, oh, God, I'm not available to start next week Wednesday. It The question I ask it now, the job is going to start earlier than planned. Is it acceptable you go and start and then go and adjust your plan date backward, or you must wait until that very date of start date that have been planned earlier? This is the question I ask.
Have you already prepared your program of work?
Yes.
You've already prepared your program of work. Eh?
Yes.
Once you already prepare a program, you go back and use the dates that he
Yes,
said you
sir.
start. Is a plus to you people safe. So long as you've already prepared your
Uh-huh.
program of work, is already prepared. If let's say this, he said he wants to start, we already planned this date to be June, maybe June 30th, June
Mm-hmm.
30th, and this is what we put. He now said he wants to come
Mm-hmm.
before that June
Mm-hmm.
30. So long as the resources are available and they've already planned it, no wahala, you can come and start. So long as everything is in place, the equipment,
Okay.
everything is in place, right?
Okay.
If you're you that is the owner of the project, you can if give go ahead to start, that's fine. But if your client do not give you go ahead to start, you cannot go and start project that your client do not give you go ahead to start. So your client need to give you go ahead. So time, that's when you start. So contract is contract. It is good to follow the
Uh-huh.
follow the contract
Okay.
document.
Okay. Okay. Back to what I'm asking, sir. Assuming both parties say, okay, yes, come and start earlier than 30th of June. Of course, we have already done this planning and whatever, whatever. We said it's starting 30th of June. So what I'm now saying is that can't I come back to this document and change my actual starting date to be earlier than 30th of June? Why my starting date, my my plan starting date will remain on 30th of June? That's what I ask.
It is good to follow what you've already follow the map, follow your map. Don't do that. It is
Okay.
not it
Uh-huh.
is not good. Don't do that.
Okay. Okay.
Don't do that. Just follow what you project management
Okay.
principle. You must follow it. Don't deviate. If you've already planned 30th of
Okay.
June, if he wants to
Okay.
come before, let's say, if he wants to come, let's say 29th of June, it is good to just hold on. It can be doing other things, but it's
Mm.
good to hold on and follow the project management principle. It is very important. You cannot go and start before that 30th of June. Even though you say go ahead, you just
Okay.
whatever it is. If you say go ahead, but leave it in this way, you can start, but don't include that particular date. Just leave it in this
Okay.
format, so that everything, because the
Okay.
people on site, you are giving them this document for them to see. You're giving them this program of work. You're giving them for them to see the dates that see you. The reason why you're giving
Okay.
them
Thank you,
for
sir.
them to look at the dates that this is when they are to finish. Well, if they didn't finish by that time, that means they will lag behind time. Do you understand? Some of them, so long as the project start has already been initiated, they need to consider looking at when they're supposed to start so that they'll be able to meet up to time. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
Okay. That is just it. All right.
Thank you very
This
much.
this is the end of today's. Any other question from any other person? Any other question?
None from me.
Okay. All right. Engineer Kelvin. All right. If no question, so this brings me to the end of today's class. By tomorrow, sorry, yeah, by tomorrow, God willing, I'll be able to share these documents with us. So our class is the most remaining one to show us the curve, how to create our S curve through this data from our PCs. Oh goodness. So that's just the remaining work, how to create our S curve through this data. Right. So thank you all for attending the class. All right. Good night.
Good night.